Hey guys, it's Mr. Knowledge. Imagine waking up having $1 million. What would you buy? A mansion? A yacht? A private jet? Lottery winners can go broke within days. This is how 6 lottery winners have gone completely broke. Lee Ryan. While awaiting trial for handling stolen vehicles, Lee Ryan purchased a lottery ticket that would end up netting him the equivalent of $10.3 million in 1995. He spent another 3 years in prison before being able to spend the cash, and when he was released, he of course spent the cash like water. He left his wife and moved to Kyrgyzstan with a new girlfriend and later lost much of the money to scams. He was broke in 2010 and spent 2 years sleeping on the streets of London, being dubbed the Lotto Lag by the UK press. David Lee Edwards. Winning a share of the $27 million Powerball jackpot in 2002, David Lee Edwards thought all his luck had come at once. He went on the mother of all spending sprees, purchasing a large house and buying a fleet of luxury supercars. Unfortunately, his wild partying got him involved in the world of narcotics, and just 5 years after winning the jackpot, the money was gone. Things got worse, and when his wife left him and he continued his lifestyle of partying before he eventually died in 2013 at the age of just 58, alone and completely broke. Janet Lee. Winning a record $80 million payout from the Missouri Lottery back in 1993, 52-year-old Janet Lee immediately began spending. Extreme in her generosity, she provided considerable lump sums of cash to various educational programs, community services, and political organizations. Along with multiple million-dollar houses and cars, she donated $1 million to Washington University. She used her money to meet influential people including Bill Clinton, Al Gore, and even the president of South Korea. It would appear that the extreme philanthropy and gambling got the better of her finances, with millions owed in bank loans and credit card debts. Evelyn Adams. The odds of winning the lottery are astronomical at best, even akin to being struck by lightning, yet Evelyn Adams managed to win in 1985 and 1 year later, in 1986. A heavy gambler, Adams spent much of her money gambling it away in nearby Atlantic City, very quickly losing all her money. Broke, and living in a trailer 20 years later, it proves that money doesn't always buy happiness unless you manage it carefully. Michael Carroll. A 19-year-old garbage man who won almost £10 million on the UK National Lottery in 2002, Carroll's meteoric rise to fame was almost instant. Nicknamed the self-proclaimed King of Chavs in British newspapers, he had the phrase emblazoned on the side of his black Mercedes van. Throughout the next few years, Carroll gained infamy for his extravagant lifestyle that included massive parties, gaudy golden jewelry, and expensive presents for family and friends. He acquired a mansion called The Grange in Swaffham, England, and used a catapult to smash shop windows at 3 a.m., scaring the village with demolition derbies almost every day. Carroll was banned from driving for 6 months and imprisoned for 9 months in February 2006 after he had been convicted of a fray. He had 42 prior convictions on his record. Having reapplied for his old job after spending all his winnings, Carroll now lives in Scotland while working at a cookie factory. He says he has no regrets about the way he spent his winnings, and said had he won again he would probably repeat the same lifestyle. Alex and Rhoda Toff. Winning $13 million in the Florida lottery sometime in 1990, it would appear that the money was nothing but bad luck for the pair. After a series of legal battles with family, the pair were bankrupt by 2006 and were down to living in a tiny trailer on a small piece of land. Their only power came from a vehicle engine, and Alex was even arrested numerous times for producing marijuana plants. The ending of this story is pretty grim, with Alex dying while awaiting trial for tax evasion and Rhoda trying to evade justice on multiple occasions. She was sentenced to 2 years in prison and ordered to pay over $1 million in taxes after falsely claiming to be too ill to stand trial. It would appear not to always be a good idea to tell everyone you have a large amount of cash on hand, and that includes, it seems, family. Which of these lottery winners spend their money the worst way? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching. Be sure to come back for another great video soon. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.